Hello everyone and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War as Scotland. Now when we left off, we'd been driving the enemies from our shores a little bit, trying to establish our presence in the ocean, and trying to build up our economy a bit before we shipped off to start taking these rebel settlements and expanding into the mainland. But we're going to start. We've got things building. We're going to go ahead and right away just end the turn. Our diplomat's still going down there, trying to get as many trade routes as possible. But we did have a diplomat going over here. I wonder if I wanted to get map info.
No, there is nothing attracting us to agree.
No, I don't think we need it that badly. Thing is, we have map info of places all around them, so their map info is only just going to reveal what's in the center there. We might not know exactly where the cities are in here, but we've got a rough idea. One there, one there. There's going to be another couple in there. Oh yeah, and one out there. Yeah, we definitely don't need the map info, but okay. Relations worsen with Egypt, probably because we've sent an army off on the crusade. That makes sense. Diplomatic information. Spain is now at war with Egypt. France has declared a truce with Egypt. I wonder what that means. See, because when I look at that, I wonder, is France excommunicated? No. I wonder why they declared a truce. Maybe they drew out of the... Well, before we look into that, desertion. Even though none of the troops in this army would call their leader a coward, some of them were disgruntled enough at his lack of progress towards the Holy Crusade that they decided to desert. Oh my goodness, look at all the soldiers!
Aye.
So many units deserted. Should I walk the army across? Would that be better? You know what? Why don't we do this? So, I've learned several things since the last episode. Well, actually, I don't remember if it's in the last episode or not, but... Oh my goodness, I've accidentally moved right into the center of this Imperial army, big French army, big English army. Ooh, quite a large English army with some decent units in there. Nothing excellent, but...
An enemy to crush.
We won't recruit them yet, but we will send them across on foot because then he can recruit more mercenaries on the way. Crusade grows. Spain's joined the crusade, right? But we have to.
Ready. Aye, fleet ready.
Okay, so those were crusader ships, and now they're just normal cogs in our employ. Oh, except they're more expensive. Darn. Well, you know what Well, what is this?
Aye, Captain. Aye, we will not surrender these waters easily.
Oh, war galleys.
These ships were
Why was their movement so massive? I don't know why it showed that. That must have been a glitch or something. Though even still, that's a pretty far way to move. How far?
Fleet ready.
Yeah, look! These guys can only move to there. So what the heck was that? I should have moved them more carefully so that they wouldn't get stuck. But essentially what the plan is going to be, before I get too sidetracked there, we're going to march King Edward across this way, recruiting mercenaries for the crusade as we go. And we are then going to sail this navy around, and when they get to around here, maybe down into Italy. I suppose we could walk them all the way around, but that's way too long. I'd like to, around when they get to Italy at some point, then put them back on the boats and ship them across the last way to get them there as quickly as possible. Hopefully no more troops desert. Okay. Highland archers, spear militia, some things retrained. Path blocked. Caernarvon built the town hall. Nottingham built their leather tanner.
No more words. Draw your
And
sword.
this is that big
You want
Portuguese
us
army
gone?
we were hoping
Then do
to
so. Aye, Captain.
get rid of, but
Aye. Aye, Captain.
okay, we can't put them in together.
Be ready.
But what we can do is this.
Aye,
Sail them next to each other
aye, my lord.
and then attack.
Engaging the enemy fleet.
Sunk one ship.
These be Scottish.
Oh,
Aye.
sent it back up that way.
Admiring the enemy, eh?
Gonna send them down
On the
there.
grapples and prepare to board.
Sunk both ships. Excellent.
Aye, lads. Victory! Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. We will not surrender.
This is how we're gonna do
these
things. We're gonna take control of the seas.
Then do so. Aye, my lord. Engaging the enemy fleet.
Sunk the ship, which is extra good because that means that that army on it gets sunk as well.
Aye, Captain. Course plotted, Captain.
Relations with Spain worsen. Well,
Admiring
stop
the
declaring war on me
enemy.
and sailing to my shores to try and attack me. Like, certainly you have other enemies over here that you could fight somewhere around.
Why are you addressing me?
Okay. And this fleet here has spies aboard.
Course plotted, Captain. An enemy to crush.
Now, I don't think any of those will attack me, because when you have a Crusader army, other Christian factions cannot go to war with them. So we should be safe there. Oh, is that... No, Denmark took Antwerp. Do you have a high chance? 75. Let's try and send you in. Ooh, a cart! Macbethad MacNaughton? What a name. Can we get in? We made it. Okay. That is pretty obviously a person-shaped bundle there. I like that he stays tied up. And we're in.
They won't ken I'm there, sire.
Oh, wow. Trait increase, adept agent, trait increase from inconspicuous right up. And 2 French assassins nearby. What the heck is going on down here? Wow, there's really not a lot to get in Bruges. It's just walls and a decent army. But it's a large town, and a lot can be done with a large town, so you'd want that there.
My king.
Now this agent, I think we're going to send down this way.
Moving quietly.
We made peace with England because we didn't want to continue our war with them. We actually have trade with them as well. Now England is small. If France destroys that army, then, you know, we could just take out England once and for all. Mind you, we're also in the Pope standing being... We're not doing well. I don't know how England has gotten so good as well. And... Okay, Portugal's in the same boat as us. But Spain's better liked, and they just keep declaring war on us. Okay. Let's go back here. Army there. Nottingham's been recruiting. We can now retrain because we've got the leather tanner. That's right. So we'll retrain all these units to give them better armor. Because this leather tanner will improve their armor by 1. Oh, we just have enough to upgrade into a fortress. Which I think we'll do. We could build crop rotation at Inverness. But Edinburgh's already building. London's already building. Caernarvon could be building, but... No, we're going to do this. It's a big chunk, but being able to recruit feudal knights and dismounted feudal knights, those will be a really big heavy army. And the question really is just what on earth is going on with that, and what do we want to do with that?
Aye, Lord. Aye.
Are we sending them there? I guess just, yeah, to stay as the force, so we can take all of those out.
Aye.
We can recruit another merchant, which I would really love to do. Because it's an expensive cost of 550, but no upkeep. And then this merchant is making 139 a turn. So they pay for themselves very quickly that way. So we're still building. We've got a new family member and end of turn. Gained a little bit of money, although we are probably going to lose it all. And by probably, I mean absolutely, definitely. I do actually want to recruit one ballistas. I know that I've said before that I don't like them, but my knowledge of the game has changed a little bit. I've learned a bit more. As someone pointed out, you can keep people in cities as governors, keep characters there, and they can improve the city. For example, Prince David here is currently managing that area. He adds 138 gold to it, and probably a decent bit of public order as well. 1%, 105.
Aye, my liege.
Now if we go, it's up to 2% from the governor's influence. Yeah, a little bit of bonus governor's influence there. Well, we shall see what happens here. But I think the real question that lies ahead of us now, as we continue to train units and keep things going here. Something else I have learned is that there's, you know, as much as I like having everything at very high all the time, because that obviously makes us the most money, there are advantages to going lower. So for example, Dublin's a town. We can't build anything. I mean, we can build those, but they don't give us anything right now, and we don't need to. We're just essentially waiting for it to upgrade into a large town. Same thing with York. But the population growth is only 1.5%. If we go to a low tax rate, that does cause us to lose some gold, just under 500, 440, 39. But on the flip side of that, the population growth doubles. So instead of getting 24 people per turn, we're now getting 34 people per turn. That math didn't make sense, but you know, that's how it goes. But anyways, that doubles the population growth. And the faster that it grows, the faster that we can upgrade it to a large town, which can then have more things for us to build. And also, the more population, the more income from tax. And considering tax is the main income there, and the main income in our capital, and in London, trade will boost up quite a bit whenever it stops flashing there, but taxes is still far and away the main thing. So more people equals more money. So if we turn it down to low, in these places that we're waiting for it to grow, see, it makes a huge difference. You know, even that 1 or 2% makes a big difference. But I think what I want to do is I want to have that at places that we want to grow. Places that we aren't as worried about, for example, Edinburgh. London, for example, is already almost on its way. It only needs 1,500 more to upgrade into a large city. We've got so many things to build, and it's still at 2% growth. So it's still getting, what, 200 people a turn? So it'll be ready to upgrade fairly soon anyways. Whereas if we put it down to low, it would be ready way too soon, and we'd lose out on a good 600 gold a turn. Edinburgh, though, we can probably lower. 500 and some gold. So if you look at that, it's a big cut into our finances. However, it will, I think, work out in the long run as the towns grow and expand and then become wealthier. Yeah, we'll keep it just in London for now, because it's almost too big to manage. And maybe we'll keep it at normal in Edinburgh. Look at that growth rate, 5%. That's massive. For a town of that size. Okay. But the question to be put forward
Aye, Captain.
is, obviously we want Bruges if we can sort of nip across and take that. But then we have, as I see it, sort of three options. Option number one is we just go straight into the mainland. We take out England because it's right there, their last stronghold at Caen. And then we could declare war on France if we wanted. Now that might be a bad idea because I'm pretty sure France, if we look at the lists here, they're very strong. They have a very high overall ranking, a lot of military. And even just looking at it, yeah, there's some big... We might not even get Bruges. Because they've got a big French army running at it right there. Town there, capital there, castle there, fortress. Yeah, France is sort of a powerhouse right now, it would seem. So that's option one, is we just go straight into the mainland, kind of carve deep in this area. Option number two is we sail around and go to the people we're already at war with, which is Spain and Portugal. We sail our troops down the coast and smash them over here. Option number three, which I may be leaning towards, I'm not sure, is we actually go after Denmark. First of all, because they've been having fleets around our shores and sitting these people on our lands for just ages, which I don't like. But also they're up here, which we could, so we also will sail our forces over. But we can take these lands up here first and then sort of branch onto the mainland from this side. Or maybe we can do a hybrid, some of 2 and 3. I think going against France is our worst bet right now because they're so powerful. We need to really throw everything we have at them and concentrate on building a lot of forces, I think, to take them out. Which would be easier to do if we weren't constantly harassed by these other people. That's another big thing. I want to make peace with with Portugal and Spain, and I want them to stop attacking me. We still have that cease hostilities with England, but we've already declared a ceasefire with them, so that should help. We just got to send people onto the Holy Crusade. If we can get out of that tangled mess. It's what I get for just walking straight ahead to the max distance without going bit by bit, seeing what's going on.
Your Honor.
Anyways, we're gonna head a diplomat down this way. Maybe we can make peace with them. If for nothing else, I don't want them attacking here, and I'd love to have trade rights with them if I could. If they won't accept peace, then we will blast these tiny little armies off of the map. Wonder why I can't see any of that. Oh, well, they've got enough in there to hold for sure, even if they do siege. And then we can send these forces over as soon as they're retrained. Suppose I don't need to retrain them right away, but I'm not too worried about them attacking.
Aye, Captain.
Because I think we can handle it. But yeah, we'll see what goes on with Bruges and what happens here. We'll continue marching our thing across there, but it's high time to end the turn. We have a bit more vision on the mainland now. We see some action going on. Oh, England, if there are forces in there, they better not be coming for us. And Portugal attacks, of course.
The enemy fleet attacks.
And these are our mercenary cogs against these 2 war galleys, so they are going to get smashed apart.
Pull back and disengage. The enemy's
Oh,
not
goodness. And then they're both just sunk.
stopping our fleet.
Candidate for adoption, benefactor, Prince David. Aspiring commander, confident defender, brave, smart, fair fighter. Speaks of loyalty. He's only 25. I've said no to these in the past, but I think I will say yes. Oh, European paper. Word is spreading across Europe on a new medium, written on pressed paper. What has been an expensive luxury imported from the Middle East and beyond has now come into Western Europe. A small mill devoted to pressing paper into sheets has been established in Zativa, south of Valencia. Although the ongoing Reconquista suggests that Islam is not welcome in Iberia, it is evident that some Muslim culture and innovations definitely are. Yeah, so that's good. Paper is good. Venice has been excommunicated? Doge Bartolomeo. Oh my goodness. I wonder if they've declared war on the Papal States or something. Recruitment, yeah, retrained. Paved roads in Edinburgh. That alone increased the trade and the income by a good bit, I think. Although the movement won't help a ton. There isn't a ton of land trade there. Guy Condé of Wooddownshire. Yes, we lost lots of money, as we knew we would. And Caernarvon has been besieged.
My king.
I am now very much wishing that I'd sent them over right away, because I think that they're probably just going to attack right away. Now, I do think we can still defeat them. It's not a great army for defending a siege, but as it is a town, we can have the militia just kind of holding the line, send our cavalry out through the side gates and smash them in the back. Toid Randall.
Aye, my liege.
As I'd mentioned, I wanted to recruit. I'm fine with getting more of these people because I do want to keep some of them as governors, because if they stay in the city for a long time, I think it can give them traits that can help them govern. For example, no fair and rules +1 chivalry. Mean with money. So this isn't necessarily a great one because it gives +1 to squalor, but it does give a bonus on tax income. Sense of justice +1 to law. So they can help. They can also hinder, but they can help in certain ways.
You want us gone? Then do something. Aye, sire. We'll be burdened to engage.
How do we not sink those ships yet?
Fleet
Please. It's one ship. Yes, there we go.
These be Scottish waters now, sire. Fleet, we will not surrender these waters. Man the grapples and prepare to board.
2 war galleys and 1 cog. Oh, dismounted feudal knights. Well, this is definitely one we have to destroy. Ooh, I hope we win this. Clear defeat. No. We lost both our hulks. They were supposed to be good ships. Well, we're hopefully just going to have to beat them with numbers. But that's not an army we want to fight. Those knights are much more challenging to destroy. English, Danish. Why have you left your army here, Denmark? What are you doing?
Calm yourself. Yes, my king.
An enemy to
And because of where they're all standing, King Edward can't get anywhere.
I can't go there. Can't do that.
Move right there.
Aye.
And then next turn he'll hopefully be away.
Can I be of service?
French priest.
sire.
Milanese merchant. Yeah,
course,
France
sire.
controls Bordeaux as well.
His journey is over, sire.
We can get this merchant across. We're going to keep those ships in port so they can't be attacked.
Merchant at your service.
We'll have him on that, but we'll move him over probably to there soon. There are other places that would be worth a lot, I think. But, well, those mines aren't. 9, 19. 1869. Yeah, silver worth a lot. 178. Whew, if they could make it all the way down there. Worth quite a bit.
Aye, my lord. Yes, sire.
Byzantine army. Have we traded with you yet?
His journey
Well,
is over,
I
sire.
don't think so, but we happily
His
will.
journey is over, sire.
Okay. So we're building that there, still retraining. We're building that there. Edinburgh needs to build something. The shipwright increase in tradable goods is... Oh, we just want to build... We just want money. That gives us an extra trade fleet. So this probably won't increase our trade by much. Like 30. Not a lot that way either. Almost 50 more gold. Probably more on a better harvest. It's only 1,200. Decisions. We don't need the city watch because I don't really care about the Scots pike militia. I mean, the pikes that can form spear wall are very strong defensively, but this Edinburgh isn't going to be a military place, so we really don't care about that. In allows us to recruit assassins, but we don't need that. I think we're going to go shipwright. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. Nothing worth mentioning up there, so to speak. Down here, we had recruited a ballista. We have one now. So the part of the reason that ballista is useful, in certain situations it can be very destructive, but it's useful because you can attack, I believe you can attack a settlement right away. Whether you have a spy inside that opens the gates or not, even if they're closed, you can attack right away because you can use the ballista to batter down the gates, essentially. If we could get a catapult, they're certainly better at that. We could recruit yet another merchant. Oh, that's because we've got a Wait, is it the grain exchange? Yes, that allows us to have a merchant. Gosh, why haven't we been sending more merchants out? More merchants are needed. Recruit run there. Oh, but we can't recruit a Hulk then. That's fine. We'll go merchants for now. It's an investment into our economy. We'll start shipping them across. These two fleets, hopefully...
Aye, Captain.
I'd love to retrain some of them, but they won't train while it's under siege. So hopefully there'll be enough to fight off them.
We would see you dead, heathen.
What I'm actually going to do is...
My king. Aye, lord. My king.
Gonna send some of you over this way.
We've marched our limit. My king. Move out. We march no further today. My king.
The ballista is the slowest, so we'll leave that there.
My king.
That's the one thing I really hate about them the most, is just how slow moving they are. It takes forever to get them anywhere.
My king. Aye, lord.
You know what, we'll move... Oop, I meant to click them together, but we'll just send them all up there. Because even if this army can fight off the Portuguese army, which I think they probably can, there is the Spanish force there, and while they're small, they might be delivering more. And I don't know how many other ships might be around here. This is where these two cogs are. They are destined to die now.
You want us gone? Then
Those darn war galleys. 13 and 12 total defense. How much are the hulks? 10 and 12. Now the 13 is from the experience partially, but oof, well, not ideal for us. Not ideal at all.
Your honor.
But we'll go ahead and end another turn. France has their spies at work. France is clearly looking to make moves. They haven't taken Bruges yet, so I do wonder if that gives us an opportunity to get over there and take it. Maybe we'll use Bruges as a foothold and then go up towards the northeast. Here we are. Seems to have set off my Google in the background. But looking at this army, they really don't have a lot. They're kind of battered and bruised. They've lost a few in all of these. Peasant crossbowmen. They have quite a high missile attack and are effective against armor, but if we hit them with our cavalry, we don't have to worry. And it's mostly archers and crossbowmen. Which, hopefully, let's fight on the battle map. Let's go and see what this is like, and then we can plan our defense. But my main plan, I think, will be that we will use our militia to hold them off as long as they can. They'll be sending just their own militia forces at our militia, and maybe some of their crossbowmen as well. Hold for the battle speech, though.
Cheer your hearts out, you noble Scots, and put fear in your foes' hearts!
Gotta love it. Excellent. Okay. So we've got, yeah, they're going to come at us with the ram, with the tower. I think that, will the tower go straight there or up here? That is, I suppose, the question. That's fine. We'll set them there, so that they're ready for that. Oh, I feel like you guys are really spread out there. I don't know. We'll have, if the siege tower comes here, then we'll move these troops down or across. If the siege tower goes over there, then we'll move these troops down or across. So we'll see. But let us get our cavalry ready. Where's the next nearest gate? Is that it over here? Feels kind of far. I think this gate's much closer. I think I'm going to put all my cavalry at this gate. We'll put them into guard because I want them to hold. Oh! Maybe the fire arrows will bring down the siege tower. No, I don't think so. Okay, I want these guys to get over here as fast as they can. We'll run them across. Hopefully they'll make it there. But we're just going to smash them in the side with cavalry.
Repel the attackers. Give them steel.
So is it spear militia, town militia, mercenary crossbowmen? Where are you going? Just right there, you fools. So that you can fight.
The enemy are battering down our gates.
Those are spearmen as
Our
well.
cunning foe has reached our walls with a siege tower. We must repel the invaders.
Oh, no, no, no. You stop there. I want you to charge at the mailed knights there. You charge at them. You hit those peasant archers. Okay, back out. Oh, you're getting demolished.
The enemy are battering down our gates.
We did take out a good few of them, though. You hit those mailed knights. You hit them. You hit them. You hit them as well. I'm actually going to charge them out of the gate, which may seem like a terrible idea. But I'm going to charge everything down. Oh, get out, get out. Get out, cavalry. Oh, those crossbowmen are already routing and broken. We can kill the general's bodyguard, that would be excellent. Most excellent, in fact. Oh, he's down to just... Oh, there's a few.
Badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
I'll throw all my cavalry. No.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Yes!
We have
Okay,
set
we've killed the general.
to hell.
That means the rest of them will flee far easier. Got a couple broken units out there fleeing. Can speed this up a bit as we just smash what's left of them. We are going to continue. We've killed the character, or their general. Now we just need to drive the rest of them away. Wipe them out so that they may never come back to our land. Plague us again. Just... Oh yeah, no, they're still getting a few. Alright, that should be more than enough.
By Saint Andrew, our foe is utterly vanquished.
A heroic
Let
victory.
all who remember this day, remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Lovely indeed. 97 lost. Some from our militia, a lot from the border horse, and some from those mailed knights. With a few healed. But good casualties all around, yeah. You know, I never should have doubted that army. But I just wasn't sure because we couldn't tell what most of the units were. For example, if instead of being so many crossbowmen there and archers, if those had all been spearmen, cease hostilities against Spain. Okay. Tell them to get off our lands.
Fleet ready.
Please and thank you.
Aye. Aye, Captain. Aye. Aye, Captain. Aye. Split fleet ready. Aye, Captain. Aye.
Okay, so now there's only 2 ships to retrain. Cardinal promoted. Green Basilio. Venice. Venice has been reconciled. Yes, I would guess so after if a cardinal was promoted there. Recruited just merchants and retrained. Council chambers are complete. Look at London now, 3,000. Oh, but they do dislike us quite a bit. Probably because we took out some of the garrison. You know what? We will do what we said we were going to do another... Well, I don't want it to be higher there. But we can set it to just high just to make them happier. We do lose, what, 303 gold a turn? But we're gaining a fair amount there as well. Edmund Canmore. Chivalrous Knight. Oh my, look at him. Chivalrous Knight, promising attacker, aspiring commander. Look at him now. Chivalry, a man who would rather die than dishonor himself or his people. Unquestionably loyal, this man is an asset that his people can always depend on. And given the right troops and conditions, this man can typically lead an army to victory. He's becoming a great commander. Or he has become a great commander, rather. Well, a great general. He's not just good as a commander. Mission success. You have greatly pleased His Holiness by refraining from hostile actions against your fellow Christians. He only hopes this newfound peace will last. I wonder if that increased our standing with him. No, not at all. Good, good. England's great, but we're the ones who offered peace, and we're bad. It's because it's because we had so many. They attacked us, but we also attacked them and then took their cities. Taking the cities is a big deal for them. We did actually end up gaining some money there. Somehow, miraculously. So, I think the desire to send over so many soldiers was unnecessary. Oh, no, it wasn't, because look at this army. It's low banner, so most of these, I'm guessing, are probably pretty low, if not almost entirely depleted. But those 3 feudal knights alone would be a pain.
March!
But the Highlanders are effective against armor, which is really, really good because feudal knights, I mean, we can't see it, but they have very, very high armor.
My king.
And an extra unit of mailed knights. I think we'll actually send those out for recruitment. Yeah, we'll still send these ones over anyways.
My king. March!
Just to join up.
Aye, my liege.
See, so if he
Aye,
joins...
my liege.
Oh, he doesn't give a ton, does he? What if I send you right up to Edinburgh, sir? And you could just be the governor of our capital city. And Dougal, Blair.
Aye, my liege.
We'll send you in there. Well, he doesn't raise it very much. So chivalry, I believe, can increase the happiness. Piety can increase the happiness and maybe increases. Something about them increases the income of the settlement. But who knows? Merchant. We will set you on the other side.
Sure it is, sire.
Course plotted, Captain.
Merchant at your service.
Get that merchant down there as well.
Aye, Captain.
Merchant at your service. On my way. Merchant at your service.
Is there anything good down this way? I don't necessarily want to send them all to the same place. But I suppose if that's where the money is, then that's where we should go, right?
I've traveled as far as
I should have stood on that timber. But I want to get to these mines, because gold, wherever it is, which is usually under mines, not all mines, some mines are iron or silver, whatever else, but gold can be very valuable.
Merchant at your service.
Oh yeah, even just these tin mines over there. Could get 39 a turn, which is far from nothing. The wool does not give a lot. So what do we want built in London? Fairground, paved roads, communal farming maybe, city watch, or a mining net. Mining network would give us another 180? That's not that much more. For 3,500, 180 doesn't... I mean, it's quite a bit, but... I don't know why these are flashing. It's like they're waiting on something. But whoever shall know. Make a catapult maker, but that feels pretty excessive. Maybe a fairground? Paved road. Probably paved roads, actually. Because that boosts our trade, and it'll just let us move around between these areas faster. Actually, once Nottingham finishes upgrading... one more turn. We're going to want paved roads at Nottingham as well. And then we can move our troops around and things much faster. No, don't build that. It's good. Edinburgh is building. Still not able to get that crop rotation. But that's the only thing we need. Town Watch does give a law bonus, but that's just public order. That doesn't affect anything else. That's just ballista, that's just armor, and that's also just public happiness, which we don't need. in Inverness. Same reason we don't have it in York or in Dublin. So we'll leave those as... Huh? Enemy army. A rebel army of brigands? What are you... From where and why? In the Inverness region. Why? My goodness, what is going on? Alright, well, we will have to deal with that rebel army. I don't just want to keep creating merchants, do I? Okay, no. We'll retrain both of those. That's quite a bit. But it's 2 more full ships. We're gonna do it. We're gonna throw another merchant out anyways. This spy, actually, I want you to start moving up this way. Because Denmark is going for Bruges. So if we just move across and take out Denmark up around this way, we can sail one army out that way, maybe as we start off here with another. And that, I think, will provide us a good hold. We'll be secure up and around there. Danish large town somewhere in there. They've probably got quite a few holdings, actually. Denmark. Oh, yeah, they're above it. Oh, much higher military. They've got the same amount of territories as us. Some finances. So, you know, another, that's what, 7 regions? 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's quite a few. So I think that will be our target. I think that's our main goal here.
Merchant at your service.
Do I remind you of one of your own captains, Lord? Command me.
Oh, King Edward, we can move you again.
Moving out.
Finally.
I can't go there. March. Very well.
He's gonna have to hire more mercenary cogs somewhere along here. Jeez, the normal mercenary crossbowmen and mercenary spearmen. Oh my goodness, are expensive, but the crusader versions of knights and sergeants are quite cheap. We will actually throw in one of each of those. Keep the army boosted. Retinue expands. King Edward mercenary captain. Discount bonus on training costs. Bonus to cash gained from looting.
An enemy to crush.
Training there, and we will train. Oh, we want to be training up here, don't we? Well, how many archers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably enough for the army for now. Naval might. We want to focus on our navy first. Denmark, if we do go to war with them, has a massive navy. Longboats and then dragon boats are stronger. Our hulks should be able to beat them, but we need quite a few, especially if we're going to keep fending off Spain and Portugal. Speaking of which, Duncan, you go down there as well. I cannot believe that they survived. They don't have their supreme... Oh no, because these weren't the mercenary cogs. These were just normal cogs. We're going to send them over to join up with them. Remake that fleet. Then we'll have 2 smallish fleets up there, but we'll use them together. I'm hoping that army just gets on the boat and dips, because the Pope has that on. Oh, we've been told to blockade Toledo. We'll be rewarded some military units. Did it say units or a military unit? With some military units. We have 5 turns left. Oh gosh, you know what? Maybe actually... But if we just turn them around, they'll probably die, won't they? How many turns? 5. We can send them back in 1 turn, retrain them, build the navy up, and then 1, 2, 3 turns to go over. Done. But anyways, that is more than enough for this episode. So, we will stop here. When we come back, hopefully we'll finally ship an army across, or begin shipping them across, and hopefully we'll finally deal with Spain once and for all. But we'll have to see what happens. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.